1, 2, 3, 4.
We have a show!
We have a show!
We have a show!
We have a show!
Chicago, it's like the funny city. I mean, why? I mean, New York is like so dark and dramatic.
New York
and
is pretty dark and
beautiful.
dramatic. Although, it's weird because it is the ratio of comedy to how miserable it is to live in that city. Because I feel like Chicago is a little harder to live than New York. Because it's windier, it's colder.
Yeah.
So I think on the comedy to pain scale, if we can,
let's like open up the scale.
If I had a marker to draw this out, let me see this. So as you see here on the pain to comedy scale, so as we go up in pain, in the painfulness that it takes place to live there,
it's funny.
The comedy actually gets funnier.
Better.
So Chris, give me a city that's like low on the pain scale.
Right. Virginia.
Sure, in Richmond, Virginia. Yeah. It's really easy to live in Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah, it's not cheap. It's cheap. It's
affordable. It's comfortable.
It's mostly warm.
The beach is right there. Yeah. So that's very low on the pain scale.
Mm-hmm.
So the comedy that comes out of there is always not. It's not great.
But it's not that we don't like Virginia.
Now let's fast forward a little bit to like New Brunswick, New Jersey, for example.
New Brunswick is a painful place to live.
It is a very... I put that right in the middle on the pain scale, because it's pretty disgusting.
Let's just say it's a deplorable place.
It's like you're living in...
Squalor
And sewage flowing through the streets.
Raritan River is just... gross.
But at the same time, when you're there, you're happy. You absorb it. You absorb the bullshit willingly when you live in New Brunswick.
You feel the pain.
You feel the pain to your core, and you just know that your soul is so destroyed that you don't care anymore. So New Brunswick's right in the middle, and we're in New York, which is just painful to live all the time.
Smells, bums, subways, rats, cockroaches. You got pain every doorstep, every corner. You turn the corner, there's pain.
Just like life is death and pain is healing when you live in New York City. So the comedy's pretty. The comedy's pretty.
Is great.
Now here's the debate, because we have LA and Chicago left. I would put Chicago ahead of LA, but I know that LA is just a walking hellhole that sucks every living fiber of your being and fries it.
It's a dream cooking city.
Yeah, it really destroys. It really destroys.
They don't come true.
So where would you put LA?
I think LA is a less funny city than Chicago.
Very true. I think Chicago's a very funny city.
I think Chicago wins the funny city.
So is Chicago painful? I don't know.
I don't know.
If you if you live in Chicago, tell us show us how painful it is to live in Chicago.